The Chicago Bulls are taking the court today against the Charlotte Hornets, and guess who's back in town? One Coby White is coming back with the Charlotte Hornets. How he's going to perform, that remains to be seen. We're going to talk about it all and more right after this. What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm the host, Hayes, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, let's go ahead and get into this content today, y'all. And man, hey, Coby White is in the building, man. And it's still gonna be weird to see what it's like without Coby White, man. It's crazy. It's crazy to see Coby White take the court for the first time against the Chicago Bulls in a different team's jersey. That is going to be very, very strange is all I can say about that, man. We've seen Coby become a man here, being drafted. He was interviewed a little bit before the game. He talked about the fact that, him and the Bulls are actually having long-term discussions before the trade deadline went down. And, it is what it is, man. Things happen the way they're supposed to happen. That's all we can say in regards to it. But yeah, man, it sucks. It sucks. We did find out a couple of things, though. Anthony Simons did have a small fracture in his left wrist. That probably means that his season is done with. He's probably done for the season, so don't be surprised with that one if we do not see him. So surgery's not on the table at this point, right? It is a pain thing, but don't be surprised if we don't see him back this season. Jalen Smith is out in this game as well. Everything is about ping pong balls at this point for the Chicago Bulls. That's all it's about. I don't know why the Hornets made Coby White have a bench role because he's just coming to that team. I mean, this is his first game with that team. And he's probably going to come off the bench the rest of that season. I mean, I don't see them really disrupting what they got going on. Now, maybe as the season goes on, he earns that starting role, but he's always going to come off the bench initially. Ping pong balls, let's accumulate them all for AJ. I would love for us to draft AJ. I'm not even going to lie to you. What's up, game day? What's going on, Anthony? Azamate in the building says, what up, Hayes? You reckon Coby cooks us? I mean, it's possible. Like, let's be clear, though. Let's remember Coby was having a rough season shooting all the season, right? Now, if this does stop against the Bulls tonight and he has one of those games where he goes nuclear, so be it. It is what it is. Like, I wish the best for Coby White. I don't have a single negative thing to say about Coby White. Yeah, let's get this injury-cursed season out of the way and focus on the draft. We're back in play in next season anyway. Could very well be. This is going to be weird seeing Coby White in a Charlotte jersey. It's definitely going to be strange. Definitely going to be strange. And like I said, I would not be surprised if Coby does cook us. I mean, if that does happen, then so be it. It happens. It is what it is. If it happens, so be it. What are you supposed to do about it? Another day, another Chicago Bulls loss incoming, but as long as we get a good draft pick, it is what it is. I mean, listen, get the good player. Like, I mean, you can draft a bust at any position. So hopefully the Bulls get the right player at whatever position that they draft in, man. No more fun with this Bulls team. I mean, hey, listen, it depends on how you view basketball. Like I said, I could watch 10 organized bums play the game of basketball, so it don't bother me very much. I mean, that's just what we've come to see at this point in time. We knew that this rest of the season isn't about wins and losses. We know that. You very well know that. So we'll see what this team does, man. But, hey, going into this game, I mean, the expectations are at an all-time low. That's why doing pregame shows is so weird. I've never been in a situation where the Bulls are tanking. Keep in mind, I have not been there where the Bulls were tanking. I wasn't there for the 3 straight 7-round picks. 7th overall picks. I wasn't doing shows then. This is my first time really covering a team that truly wins and losses don't matter at this point. This is the first time me covering a team like this, and I just don't know. I know you don't like Rob Dillingham, but I say let this team actually develop. I mean, listen, it's not that I dislike Rob Dillingham either. It's not that I like or dislike Rob Dillingham. I just have not seen anything from Rob Dillingham yet that makes me think he's going to be a good NBA player consistently. Like, yeah, he's going to have some flashes, and that's great. I just haven't seen it. Now, if that changes and he does start showing those flashes a little bit more consistently, best believe I'm going to be one of the people that absolutely support him. And like, I'm not some of the weird content creators. I don't want to see people on my team do bad just so I can be right. I don't want to see that. I want to see all these guys excel. You know, that's what I really want to see. So if Rob Dillingham ends up turning into the player that the Bulls need, then he ends up turning into the player the Bulls need. Great. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be mad at that. I'm not going to be begrudging about that. If he does, great. So I just base mine off what I've seen so far. And based on so far, Rob Dillingham hasn't shown me very much to where I feel very confident about the player he's going to turn into. But I will say that there have been some flashes to show what it's capable of. I just haven't seen it enough to think that it's going to happen consistently. You heard about Darren Peterson's comments about unavailability concerns. He said antisocial loner. My take from his comments, he gives off Kawhi vibes, so he's future introverted NBA star. I mean, if that's the case, I don't give a shit about that. I care about what you do on the basketball court. Now, I will say this. One of the reasons that I prefer AJ over a player like DeBonta, over a player like Peterson is because of the leadership qualities. I think AJ has what you look at. Like, he has the makings of a player that can be your leader on and off the court. That's why I like AJ more than Peterson. I think they're both going to be really good on-court NBA players. But if you're looking for somebody that can really come in and lead your team and be a leader in that locker room, give me AJ DeBonta all day long. I'm hyped for the draft. I just want to see next year with Noah, Modest, and New Rook. Hey, let's see. Let's see what happens. You never know. History tells us quiet stars thrive in the NBA like Derrick Rose, previous. I won't say that. I won't say that. Like quiet stars thrive. I wouldn't say that that's always the case. Now we've seen that happen, but we've also seen boisterous stars, thrive in the NBA. So I won't say that, because I think also the thing with Peterson that I see, regardless if he's an introvert or not, there's some I question his love of playing basketball on the defensive side of the ball. I worry about that. So we'll see what happens. He could very well turn into that player, and if he does, great. Whether it's here or not, I mean, like I said, I want to see all the players do good. We'll just see. We'll see. Big up, Hayes. What's going on, Brennan? Glad to have you in the building. Mulligan McDaniel do. What? Oh, you're talking about back to the thing. I guess we shall see. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Got to check my son's barbershop appointment. But yeah, we'll see what this team does, man. Like I said, I don't have low hopes. I don't have high expectations. It just is what it is the rest of the way for this Bulls team. I mean, really, wholeheartedly. The rest of this way is what it is. That's all I can say about it. Whatever happens this season, it happens this season. We'll deal with the draft when it comes time to deal with the draft. Like, this season is going to be really big as far as the draft opportunities and potential for the Chicago Bulls. When is the draft lottery? Hold on. Let's see when we find out. I know it's usually not that far into the playoffs. Let's see when the lottery is this year. So the lottery is May 10th. So we're in February, so we're through March and April. The Bulls' last game is April 11th. So we'll have, I believe it's April 11th. Somebody fact check me on that one. So we'll have about a month from the end of the season to finding out exactly where the Bulls' draft pick is going to be. So between that, I'm going to have draft videos on a lot of shit. I'll go position by position. And after we know exactly where the Bulls are going to pick, I'll zero in on some prospects clearly in that range. But yeah, May 10th is the draft lottery. So we'll know exactly where the Bulls are going to pick on that day. We'll also know if they're going to have the Portland pick or not. We'll know that well before then, though. We'll know that after the play-in when they're playing The Bulls' last game is actually April 12th. I said April 11th. It's April 12th. So, say we project 8th in the draft. Who is projected to go there? A lot of guards are projected to go around that area. Of course, that's all up in there. It's hard to project right now because you don't know exactly what teams. Because, like, we all know the top 3 or 4 players in this draft, right? They're going to go in the top 3 or 4 in different orders depending on who drafts. But a lot of the draft order as well is dictated by who's picking then at 5. What is their needs at a position, right? Who's picking at 6 with their needs. So right now it's a lot of guards selected to go there, but they're not really taking into consideration the team needs. So, you'll see what happens there. Have they released the lineup for the game? Who's at the 5? We won't have the lineup to the game until about 30 minutes before tip-off. It's usually when they announce that, and sometimes it's even only like 10 minutes before tip-off, depending on when they get it out. So we don't know yet. My guess is probably Buzelis. It just seems like they don't trust Nick Richards to start at 5. That's what it seems like. I could be wrong there, but I would probably say Buzelis is probably going to be the starting 5. 8th pick, I like Jaden. That's not how you spell that. Or Kentucky or Darius Acuff. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't think that when you look at Acuff, though, again, the Bulls, they're open in the position that they can draft, but you got to keep in mind, Josh Giddey is our starting point guard. They're committed to Josh Giddey. So there's the thing there. And with Darius only being 6'3", I don't know if they'll view that as a good long-term mate next to Josh Giddey. Now, I could be wrong on that. Maybe they look at that and say, hey, F that. We're going to go all out with it. And they could very well do that as well. So we shall see what's going to happen there. But overall, man, all I can say to y'all is this, man. We're going to make it through the season together. That's all I can say. That's all I've been promising. We will make it through the season together. There's a lot of things going on the rest of the way for the Chicago Bulls. And we're just going to see how it shakes out. And how it shakes out is how it shakes out. And we'll leave that at that. That's all I can say there. But, hey, we'll see. You don't know how much I'm invested in the hip-hop. The one that has a hip-hop podcast that you've listened to, Shay? I can't say the word that I want to say. The fuck you talking about, how invested I am in hip-hop? The person who worked on Nas's last album, you asking me how invested I am in hip-hop? The fuck you talking about? The fuck you talking about? I usually don't get into college hoops till March, but a couple of players on my Bulls wish list are second rounder. Listen, nobody cares, Eco Bean. You be talking out the side of your ass most of the time. Like, Eco Bean be wanting to be right so much that he puts his head through his ass and comes out his pee hole. Like, sometimes Eco Bean be tripping. Would you trade Trey Jones this summer if you get a late first, and do you think AK would do it? I don't know. Listen, at this point, I don't know what the fuck AK got going on. So I'm not even going to try to answer in the mind of AK because I have no idea. As far as, if you get offered a late first, it's kind of hard to try. Like, I love Trey Jones. Make no mistake about it. I love Trey. But a late first in this draft, if it's in the 2026 draft, that may be hard to pass up. But then again, I'll say this. I do think the Bulls are going to be right back trying to be competitive next year. And I can completely see them keeping Trey Jones unless they somehow see something that makes them feel confident in what Rob Dillingham's going to be able to be as a backup point guard. So there you go on that one. So, we'll see what the Bulls do. Like I said, I'm not counting anything out with this team. I'm not guaranteeing anything with this team either. We don't know what the hell the Chicago Bulls are going to do. They can do anything. We don't know. They can do good. They can do bad. They can do mediocre, which is AK's specialty. We don't exactly know where it's going to go for the Chicago Bulls team. That's all I can say there, man. I wish I had some faith because, like I said, if you gave a different GM all the assets that the Bulls have at their disposal this offseason, I would trust them to cook up something. Like prime John Paxson before he took over as president and when he was the GM, I would absolutely trust him to do something with that. AK, I don't know. Man. I have no idea. AK the type that would trade Trey Jones and Jalen for a more second round. That's crazy. It's crazy. How many second rounders do you need? All the second rounders possible. All of them. For the first time in a while, I think it's going to be a good offseason. I mean, hey, shout out to you, bro. Listen, I don't have that type of faith in AK and Eversley anymore. But again, I'm not one of those that are going to say, oh my God, they can't do anything right. You just got to show me. You got to show me. Whatever you show me in this offseason, show me. And we good. One way or another, we'll be good. But show me. So we'll see what they can do. We shall see what they can do. Need the Blazers to get a playoff spot and hope AK not that dumb to miss twice in one draft. Oh, he's definitely. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I don't know what the hell you think. You thinking too much like right. Thinking too much like right. Too much like right. Just imagine if White gives us 50 tonight. So be it. I hope that he has a great moment. Great moment. So we'll see what happens there. All right, y'all. I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. I'll be here for the post game. Not doing a live call because I refuse to live call this bullshit. Hopefully we back to him next season. But I love you guys. Go Bulls. See red. Let's hope that whatever this team is looking to get out of this game, they get out of it. Whether it's development, whether it's an L, I have no idea anymore. What are we even rooting for anymore? Because I don't get behind rooting for losses. Now I understand how losses are helping the Bulls with what they're trying to get to and what their focus is, but it just feels weird. Feels very weird to root for losses. Feels very weird to root for that. So, we'll see what happens with that one, man. But overall, I'll just say this about this team. We're going to make it through it because we've made it through. We've seen it through worse. If you guys have been Bulls fans your whole life, this ain't even the worst we've been through. Not even remotely the worst that we've been through. It just sucks to be here. So we'll see what the future does hold. If Coby comes in here and cooks us, Coby comes in here. I hope Coby and Io. Do we play the Timberwolves again before the season ends? Let me see. I don't think we do. We do not play the Timberwolves at all the rest of the way. That sucks. But yeah, I hope Coby torches the Chicago Bulls. I hope that happens, and I hope that he has a great start to his career in Charlotte. Now we'll see what happens to him at the end of the season, because I have heard some things that they may not look to re-sign him, which would be stupid to me. But then again, they didn't give up much for him, so they gave up some seconds and an expiring contract. So there you go on that one. We need the reincarnation of Jerry Krause is probably the only person that can save it for sure. I really think we need to do what we can to keep Trey Jones. We need him, and he's a good pro to learn from. We don't have to do anything to keep him. He's under contract for 2 more years. We just gotta. There you go on that one. If you want him to keep him, there's a clear path where that can get done for sure. So we shall see. We shall see what's gonna happen, man. But all right, y'all, I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, man. Make sure you guys are following us at Bulls Central Pod. We'll be here after the game to break down the game and everything that went on. Love you guys. Go Bulls. See red, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.